Hey, this is Lance. I want to talk a bit about the deepagents package that we recently released. Now, the length of tasks that an agent can take every 7 months. And we see numerous examples of popular long-running agents like Claude Code, Deep Research, Manus. The average Manus task, for example, can be up to 50 different tool calls. And so it's increasingly clear that agents are needed to do what we might consider deeper work or more challenging tasks that take longer periods of time. Hence this term deep. Now, one of the interesting things you can see when you look at agents like Manus or like Claude Code is that they don't actually use that many different tools. They focus on a small number of atomic tools that do some very basic but powerful actions. Notably, access to a file system in a computer with things like tools for file manipulation, as well as a bash tool or a shell tool to execute scripts. This is extremely useful for offloading context over the course of long agent trajectories and for performing actions through script execution, as an example. Similarly, long-running agents typically involve some kind of planning. Claude Code has a planning tool. Manus also has the notion of planning. And both Claude Code as well as Manus use subagents for context isolation. So if there's a specific task, we can spawn a subagent. With its own independent context window, it can perform that task and return results back to the parent agent. This is an extremely useful way to preserve the context window of the parent. Now, in all these cases, of course, prompting is still extremely relevant. The Claude Code system prompt, for example, is publicly available, and it's quite long and extensive. So a small number of atomic tools that can do a broad set of actions, notably subagent delegation for context isolation, planning for long-running tasks, access to a computer through file system, through a shell tool, for offloading context, for performing different actions via scripts, are all extremely general and useful, and guided by often fairly detailed prompting. Now, because these tools are so general, we've rolled them into the deepagents package. It's fully open source, and this package can be used to build many different types of agents. Now, how does this differ from LangChain and LangGraph? So LangGraph provides a core agent runtime. This gives low-level infrastructure, things like checkpointing, things like memory, support for human-in-the-loop. That's all built into the LangGraph framework itself. Now, LangChain provides some generally useful abstractions, for example, for accessing chat models, for defining tools. And the deepagents is an opinionated agent harness built on top of these two things that implements a specific set of tools, as mentioned, for planning, for subagent delegation, for file system manipulation and bash, and general code execution. And these are built into the harness with some opinionated prompting to govern how they should be used. And you can see those differences laid out in the table here. Again, LangChain is just a framework with a set of common abstractions for things like chat models, for things like tools. LangGraph is the agent runtime, supporting lower level infrastructure, support durable execution, things like streaming, human-in-the-loop, persistence. And deepagents, of course, is just a harness built on top of LangChain and LangGraph with a set of predefined tools, prompts, that could be easily adapted for many different agent use cases. So LangGraph is extremely low level. It has very simple abstractions such as nodes and edges. It can be used to build different agents. It can be used to build many different types of workflows. LangChain has some general abstractions that can be used to build many different types of agents. And deepagents is just one particular agent harness, which is opinionated, which has a few specific tools built into it. Now, why think about this now? It is clear that agents are becoming autonomous quite quickly. As mentioned, the task length that agents can undertake is doubling roughly every 7 months. So some principles for working with deepagents. Models are getting increasingly capable. This small set of atomic tools is very general. The ability to use a shell tool, the ability to manipulate files, the ability to delegate tasks and plan. So typically it's beneficial to actually move a lot of the complexity of your application into the prompting itself. And so we're seeing increasingly a narrow set of capable tools and highly sophisticated instructions or prompting to use those basic tools. If you look at Claude Code, there's less than 20 tools, but very extensive system prompt instructing how to use those very general tools in the best way. And the second main idea is to really use the file system. Not only can the file system be used to offload context from the LM's context window, for example, write a plan, pull it back in later. We see that with Manus. But also the file system can be used to store scripts that the agent can use. We've seen this more recently with the idea of Claude skills. So we can give the agent access to a file system with directories with different skills that gives it access to many different scripts that it can just call using its bash tool. So with access to a computer, effectively a file system and a bash tool, an agent can perform a very large number of actions. And of course, subagent delegation can be very useful. For example, you see Claude call the task tool for certain things that are more token heavy that are best isolated in their own context window. So we've launched the deepagents CLI, which is just a deep agent running on your local machine, much like Claude Code, with access to your local file system. We've also launched deepagents 0.2, and this release gives you pluggable backends. So rather than just using a virtual file system, which is just a LangGraph state object, you actually can use your local file system. Deepagents also have some useful middleware. You can think about middleware really as hooks. So this is basic code that runs at specific points within the agent lifecycle to do different things. One example is context compression. So once the messages list grows sufficiently long, you can apply compression to summarize it. We see this with Claude Code. Middleware also serves as the tool handlers for file system tools as well as for the subagent tool. And it supports things like prompt caching, which is a very useful way to save latency and cost by caching input tokens that are not changing across different agent invocations. The CLI lets you run a custom deepagent directly from the terminal. It's a lot like Claude Code. And this is really giving deepagent access to your own file system, with support for skills and with support for memory. So overall, deepagents is an opinionated agent harness built on top of LangChain and LangGraph. It uses a few atomic tools that we've seen very commonly with agents like Manus and Claude Code, access subagents, use of the file system, use of a shell tool, and use of planning. It bakes all these into the harness for you, but it can be easily customized by adding your own instructions or even adding your own tools with support for MCP. We've also launched the deepagent CLI, a deep agent that can run locally on your machine with access to your local file system, much like Claude Code. And in addition to the core tools built into deepagent package, the CLI also ships with support for memory, skills, a shell tool, web fetch tool, and a few other things that are particularly useful when running locally on your own machine. And again, all this is fully open source, and we strongly encourage contributions and welcome any feedback. Thanks.